the more you use the female based curses, the chances of you getting a high quality woman in your life decreases drastically. Because the more you curse something, the less you consider the value for it, the less you respect it, and the type of man that the woman desire is like a horse. He is capable of crushing bones, skull, but at the same time is loyal to them, do consider their needs, their values, do take care of them. And by cursing the woman, using the curses based on the woman, I'm not saying that do not use any curses, don't use any bad words. No, we can't do that. It's modernity, so you have to do it. But the point is that you need to drastically reduce the amount of curses you're using based on the female. Like, okay, I'm not going to say that because YouTube might actually ban the video, but you get the idea which one I'm talking about, especially from the Andrew Tate. And by respecting them, here's what happens: when some people you already that you know who get a high quality woman in their life, but their marriage breaks. The reason why it happens is because the guy just stop giving his attention to his wife and stop considering her needs and stop providing, because everyone has the needs. Let it be physical needs, mental needs, materialistic needs, and by cursing them more and more, you just stop considering them a need and stop treating them as a human being. The reason why many people struggle speaking to the woman, I'm not even talking about the cold approach and everything, literally speaking, is because you don't consider them human. The moment you realize they are the same human beings as your parents, as your sister, brothers, as your friends, that's the moment you improve your relationship with them. That's the moment you stop being afraid of them. And this topic might be a little bit hard to understand for some of you, but bear with me for this till this video, and you'll have the complete understanding on why you should not use the female based curses or drastically reduce the use of them. So in the history, in like if you see in the history, the dark histories, women were treated as bad, if not worse than the slaves. And at that time, men actually got away with it and still were able to get high quality women, because at that time there wasn't it wasn't like exactly high quality, it was just the women who were more submissive. And the reason why they were is because they didn't have any opportunity, they couldn't do the business, they can't do the job, they can't be self-employed, so they just had to be, I don't want to say slaves, but be more submissive to the man. And that's how they got away with it. And there was less of a female killing than the rate at which they increased after that. And also the fact that there were many men dying in the war. So there was even less population of men. That was another factor. But the main factor was that why they chose to be even with the shittiest man is because they just didn't had any choice. But in modern day times, they actually have a lot of choices. In fact, they can do better in careers than us. They can do better on YouTube. Seriously, if there's a female YouTuber who started it, she will have a better chance than male YouTuber, even if both of them cover the same topics, except for some topics which are better be covered by the man and will have more audience. But basically, they now have a better opportunity than us, so they just don't have any need to tolerate this bullshit of an asshole, basically. And there are many people who actually hate the woman, but why they hate it? In the first place, when you curse something too much, if you just say hate a broccoli and you just curse it a lot, you'll start hating it even more. I'm not saying the broccoli is a health food or anything or it's important to eat. No, it's not. It's just an example. So the more you hate it, the chances of you achieving that thing decreases. Because to achieve the woman here, well, you need to provide the respect. You get the respect by providing the respect. It's the exchange. There was saying this law of equivalent exchange. So you need to give the respect to get the respect. And you don't respect the woman, they don't respect you back. And when they don't respect you, understand this. If they don't respect you, then it would be hard for you to attract a good quality one. Why I'm saying hard, why not saying impossible, is because money is one of the reason. And second, not everyone is that high quality anyway. Applied to both male and women. And discursing and hate is the reason why there was a feminine movement in the first place. Why do you think that women hated the man, started hating the man? Well, number one, in the feminine movement, the women actually got more opportunity to rise up so that they wouldn't need the man much. And when the man who were using these curses had the hate, because it's not that you hate you just show the hate. It's stuck in the brain, the subconscious brain, and the more hate you have for them, you'll act in a certain way, which is unattractive towards them, for them. So this unattractive trait of man who hated the woman is the reason why women chose to be a career woman over a traditional housewife. If you ever seen like lions, the male lion is the one who hunts the big animals. The female lion hunts too. But who hunts the biggest animal? Well, it's the male lion. For example, he could be hunting bull because there's a risk of actual death involved here, and it's a man's responsibility to do it. And the female lion actually respect him for that and is attracted towards the lion for that. The lion never curses the female lion, and that's the reason why majority of the lion, on average, have the better relationship with their wives than majority of the human. I'm talking about the male human here. And back to the feminine woman, a moment. So they had a better opportunity, and men were hating them. So that created a hatred. Hatred only leads to the hatred, just like a fire. If you if you put like a burning wood on a fire, it will just going to increase the fire, and that's just exactly what happened. And that's why the reason why you were saying so many of these male hating content from women, because it's the man who started it in the first place. All the curses on women are man-made. All the curses on men are woman-made. It is also the issue for the women as well that why they should not use the male-based curses. It's the same. It's just the same thing that it does to the men. But since it's a channel for men, I'm just majority of the time going to talk about the men's. And if you're a woman watching this, then yeah, you should be take note of that. But I don't think there will be that many women watching this video anyway. So to stop this hate, it is why is it up to us to stop it? It is up to you in the first place. If you ever play like the RPGs or any type of video game, it is you who has to do it every single time. The mission has to be completed by you. If you play the GTA, the most popular one of those video games, it has to be the you to complete the mission. You don't complain when playing the video game that why is it me? There was a GTA San Andreas. Every single time it has to be the main character, which is you, who has to drive the car in the mission. Did you ever? I don't really think much of that till later when I was playing video games back then. Why do I have to be the one? I think there was some YouTube video which I saw by the title. And in the video games, you don't really complain that why does it has to be me? Because you understand that if I want to complete this story, lead this story to success, grind the materials to get the level that I want to get in the video game life, to reach at that high status, it has to be me to put the work in because I want to achieve this thing. But in real life, we just ask that why every time it's me? It's you who wants this. So for you to achieve this, you need to do this. It's that if you notice, there was a bodybuilder. I think it was like African or something, who just show you, uh, want this, do this. I can't remember his name. It might actually Google it. Good videos he makes. But I really like that line. You want this, then do this. Like for bicep, you want the big bicep, you need to do the bicep curl. So he shows you how to do that. So it's up to you. If you want this high quality women, you need to do this. Stop cursing them and stop hating them. The moment you hate them is the moment you lost, because the more hate you have towards them, the less attractive you will be towards them. And by the way, majority of us are not attractive. If you have to rate our attractiveness, it would be, some might say 2 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Why are you lowering that even further? If anything, you should be getting every bit of a help possibly you can to rise up in this level. So I hope you understand this video, and if you do, that's good. But if you don't, you can put your doubts in the comment section. I'll solve them. And if you enjoyed the video, then do like and subscribe.